Welcome back to my Goose Reviews. All right, y'all, I've been sick the last 2 days, so bear with me in this video. I'm still getting over my cold. But anyway, man, so Drake did drop his Iceman episode 3 video the other day and everything like that. Now, there was this real big anticipation and hype for the video, from like people saying this is the big red button for the umpteenth time. There's another big red button about to drop. What's the dirt? Academics, everybody's talking about, hey, this is it. Drake's dropping episode 3, you know what I'm saying? So it comes out, and to be honest with y'all, even the OVO fan base, even Drake's fan base, some were split. Actually, not even some. Majority of them were split. Some either liked it and some were like, hey, this is some BS, you know what I'm saying? And to me, at this point, man, I think the whole big red button thing, I think that's to get viewers. I think that's to get viewers. I think it's to get people's attention and everything. I think that's supposed to gain attention. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, y'all. Again, like I said, I'm sick. But at the same time, it just doesn't. All right, now let's be honest. Drake for his whole career was never really a deep artist. You know what I'm saying? He was never really like a deep conceptual artist. So if you look at these Iceman episodes, this is like his first take at doing something really deep and conceptual. You know what I'm saying? And it's not really hitting. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not his lane. And there was this one guy, man. I mean, great. He had a really good breakdown about it. He had a really good breakdown, and he talked about, this isn't really Drake's lane. You know what I'm saying? You expect this from a Kanye West, from a Kendrick Lamar, from a Childish Gambino, from a Tyler, the Creator. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they have that lane where they could be artistic and, still make it hip hop and still sound good. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Drake, that's not really his lane. Drake is really, party, the clubs and all that kind of stuff. So the whole Pinocchio chasing him down, that whole thing. And in the video, you see them catch up to him. You see in the Iceman episode 3, he's sitting at a table with a bunch of, older white guys and stuff like that. And I don't know if that's supposed to symbolize, UMG. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was very boring. I'll be honest with y'all. It was very boring. It was to the point where I was like, I try to be fair with Drake. I'll try to be fair. If he makes a good track, I'll say he makes a good track. But, with these Iceman episodes, they really haven't been hitting. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, now what did I miss? That top, I think, like, number 2 or 3 on the charts or something like that. They're all about the charts. So, yeah, that did, that did well for the most part. It did hit number 1. Now, with the whole songs that he's been released afterwards, since What Did I Miss, none of them have hit. None of them have hit. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that released. Now, there were some pretty cool beats on here and stuff like that, but for the most part, I think the Iceman album itself is not going to have any U.S. rapper features. I don't think it's going to be no features from any U.S. rappers, especially after he came out and made that comment about the U.K. has better rappers than the U.S. I mean, that's cool and fine. You know what I'm saying? That's your opinion. So I think this is going to have more U.K. rappers on there than it's going to have any more than U.S. rappers, in my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, as far as features-wise, I think we'll have more UK rappers. Now, as far as the music itself, man, I don't know, man. Like I said, it was, especially this episode, was pretty boring. Now, Kai Cenat, you know what I'm saying, real big streamer, probably one of the biggest streamers, probably the biggest streamer in the world, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, bro, I can't even fake it. That was, he was like, that sucked. Like, he got right to it. He was like, I can't even fake on it, man. He was like, that was bad, and I know in the past, you know what I'm saying, people definitely have their opinions on Kai Cenat, especially when it comes to hip-hop and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he may be a fan, but he doesn't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's people's opinions on him. You know what I'm saying? But with this, he was just straight up to the point like, hey, man, like, I can't get with it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna fake to y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I know What's the Dirt, he was upset because he was talking to academics and he said, hey, man, I got actual info and I talked to somebody in the OVO camp who told me this is the big red button. We got proof and evidence of this and that. I will say this, bro. If Drake honestly had evidence at this point, it would already came out. It would already came out. But then on top of that, you filed a lawsuit. So you shot yourself in the foot. You know what I'm saying? You shot yourself in the foot. So me personally, I don't think Drake has anything. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I don't think he has anything. Because if so, he would have been dropped it by now. Knowing how he is, how egotistical he is. Yeah, he would have dropped it by now, especially to get, the whole getting whooped up on like that. Look, bro, you're never going to beat that. You got whooped up on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, he should have taken a break. After the Hard Part 6, which was trash, not Kendrick's, Drake's. After the Hard Part 6 was trash, take a break, come back. You know what I'm saying? But he's made all the wrong moves since. And all he's doing is just further hurting his career. This is going to keep tumbling down, especially if you keep making moves like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Iceman episodes, for the most part, I haven't been feeling them at all. That's just me being honest. And, from academics and What's the Dirt and, from Kai Cenat and all these big people like, hey, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying? At this point, they're upset. So we're actually going to see what the album sounds like. But like I said, as far as like the deep conceptual pieces, Drake's not that type of artist, man. Maybe he needs somebody in his camp to be like, hey, bro, this is how you do it. But he was never that kind of guy. He was never had that artistic vision about him. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like an Outcast, you know what I'm saying, who has that artistic vision. You know what I'm saying? Where like I just watched the Artist Storytelling Part 1 yesterday. The video just is like, damn, man, that was such a cool video. You know what I'm saying? But just how deep and conceptual there's certain artists can be, like a Kanye West, you know what I'm saying? You know, Kanye tripping now. Like a Childish Gambino, you know what I'm saying? Like a Lamar, like K-Dot or Tyler the Creator, so on and so forth. There are a lot of hip-hop artists out there who can't tap into that, and that's just not Drake's lane. And I think him trying to do that with this Iceman episodes, it's boring. It's absolutely boring, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's just my personal opinion on it. So what you guys think about in the comment section. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We're close to 700, but we're going to get to 1,000, man. My goal is 1,000, and after that, it's 10,000. After that, it's 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to 100 and to 1 million. I love you guys. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I'll see y'all soon.